and welcome back to my channel. And today I have another review for you, and this is the new Too Faced white chocolate bar. I keep wanting to say white chocolate chip bar because of the little like white chocolate chip palette, but it's just the white chocolate bar. Nice, big, like the size of their other palettes. This palette is limited edition and exclusive to Sephora and the TooFaced.com website. It will run you $49 and you are getting, oh my goodness, 14 eyeshadows that are 0.95 grams each and 2 eyeshadows that are 2.2 grams each. It is the usual Too Faced organization. You've got the two like larger shades that are the ones you are going to use the most, and then all of these smaller shades. The packaging on this is absolutely beautiful. This is what the box looks like. I absolutely love the like pink stripies. Although I don't know if anyone else thinks it, but whenever I see the like pink and white, I think of peppermint because I grew up eating like peppermint ice cream that was pink and white, not green. So I associate pink and white with peppermint. Is that just me, or is there someone else out there that associates white and pink with peppermint? Am I alone? But as I was saying, I do absolutely love the packaging. I like the fact that it's white, but it is this metal tin, so it's not going to get crazy dirty like the Lorac Mega Pro 4, 3. I cannot talk today, but the packaging is absolutely beautiful. You open it up, and around the mirror is that like white and pink striping going on here, and here are the shades. This is a very light, kind of cool toned palette with neutrals and just a little bit of like color. You've got this mint chocolate green shade, lavender cake, raspberry rose, frosted apricot, a lot of shimmers. There is a good amount of mattes. I think you only get one, kind of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 like demi mattes with like some glitter running through them. But I'm going to swatch this for you and talk to you about my experience using it. It is what I am wearing today. I have mint chocolate just all over, and then I have pearl candy on the middle of my eyes, and then I have frosted apricot on the underline. And this is where it starts to get real. This palette, although it looks really pretty, this one is the mint chocolate. I'm going to tell you right now, the swatches are going to be absolutely horrible. This one is glaze. This palette, I have used it like, I want to say 6 or 7 times since getting it, and I just can't get it to work for me. This is cake batter going on right here. That one's really pretty. Then we have Exotica and chocolate syrup. They do feel really nice. They are like, they don't feel like, say, Anastasia Beverly Hills or Juvia's Place or something like that. They are a bit rougher in texture. But compared to some other palettes and some other eyeshadows that Too Faced has come out with, they feel pretty good. Then we have pearl candy and raspberry rose. The names are just absolutely beautiful, and the whole overall aesthetic of this palette is really nice. I must admit, pearl candy compared to the basically the exact same shade from the Clover palette is a lot better, a lot more pigmented, and a bunch less like glittery. It's actually a beautiful sheen. Then we have Indulge and Lavender Cake going on here. Look like that. I have tried using Lavender Cake multiple times. I don't know if you can even like see it. It's just like non-existent. It looks so pretty in the pan, but when I continue to like blend it out on my eye and adding like a crap ton and a crap ton, it just ended up looking like a legit bruise. And we're talking like, oh, she's got purple eyeshadow on. We're talking like, no, like special effects bruise. Like if I were to like be like, oh, I'm gonna do like a beat up whatever tutorial for you guys, I would use that purple because all I'd have to do is swap it on my eye and I'd look like someone had punched me in both eyes. Then we have Guilt Free and Smoked Sea Salt. Guilt Free is another shade that made me look like I had been beat up. I tried to use it as a starting shade, as a transition shade, and it just did not want to work. We've got smoked sea salt. I hope I said that. Oh my goodness, we're going up on here. It's just, I mean, I know swatches don't state the whatever of a palette, but if we're going on swatches, it just does not look very good. Now, Frosted Apricot, this shade right here is probably one of the best shades in the whole palette. Like that shade, Daddy's Heart Me from the Clover palette, it is like the most pigmented, but it is also very powdery. And just like that shade from the Clover palette, it looks like I've been like jabbing my brush into it, and I haven't really used it enough to merit that kind of abuse. Then we have Cookie Dough and Sugared Raisin. These are both really pretty shades. The Sugared Raisin suffers from the same problem as the shimmers in the Clover palette, whereas they are a little bit chunky, and I'm running out of room. Oh my goodness. We'll do the Sugared Raisin one up here. It looks, you know, okay. It's not anything to write home about. And then we will do Break Out This Arm, Cookie Dough on this hand, right? I mean, it just blends into my skin tone. It adds a little bit of sparkle. Then last but not least, we have got Black Sugar, which you guys know, any kind of black I compare to my Kat Von D black. And then we have Banana Date. So I keep wanting to like use my right hand. Black Sugar feels very rough to the texture. It has, I always say rough to the texture, rough to the touch, and it does have like glitter running through it. I mean, comparatively to some other blacks I've used, it's not absolutely horrible, but it isn't Kat Von D black in my opinion. Here we have the shades, basically just Okay, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. As you guys probably figured out by now, I absolutely hate this palette. Like, I got so frustrated when trying to use this. I've tried to use it multiple times. I'm just like, oh, the shades are like so pretty. We've got some really beautiful. I'm like, oh, that orangey shade's gonna go beautiful with the green. The purple's gonna go great with that orange or the pink. And we've got these nice neutrals. I can just do a no. The shades may be beautiful to look at. First off, I don't know who this palette is working for, because I am pretty fair. When I buy a foundation, I buy the lightest shade, and sometimes that works for me. And using a lot of these neutrals like Cake Batter, Banana Date, Cookie Dough, gluten-free even. If gluten-free didn't make me look like I'd been beat up, it just blended out into my skin tone. Like all of these like mid-tone crease colors just blended into my skin tone. I really wanted to love Lavender Cake, Mint Chocolate, and they just, I mean, this look is using the Mint Chocolate, obviously, but without this color underneath here. This is a look I could do using my Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, so it's not like I'm doing anything new with this palette. I could just break out that palette, have a much more enjoyable experience, and get the same look that looks even better because the shadows are better. I mean, the best shade in the bunch is this Frosted Apricot. The Pearl Candy is really good. Chocolate Syrup is nice, and the Smoked Sea Salt is nice. I like the Sugared Raisin. Indulge is okay. Raspberry Rose is okay. Glaze and Banana Date just look the same on the eye. This palette was just so frustrating to look at. I feel like it is not as cohesive as the Clover palette. It's just, I mean, for someone who likes super minimal, non-existent makeup, can't tell that you're wearing it, boom. This palette is for them, because especially like these Mint Chocolate and the Lavender Cake, I packed on so much product, and even then it was patchy. It didn't want to blend. It didn't look good. And I may not be the most amazing makeup user, but I'd like to think I know how to use makeup better than that. Whenever you're just If you were planning on skipping on this, I would say keep on skipping. It is just not, I mean, even if you're a diehard chocolate bar fan, this is not going to do it for you. I mean, you have to be super pale, you have to like super crazy minimal makeup, and if you like being super frustrated when you're doing your makeup, this is the palette for you. It was not the palette for me, and honestly, if I returned makeup, which I don't, I would be returning this so quickly because it is terrible. Well, now I've told you guys how I really feel. It's seriously, it is not a palette that I enjoyed using, not the quality or the color selection. I mean, I got it to review for you guys and because I'm a chocolate bar junkie, so it is my own fault, but is no bueno. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this palette. If you love it, how you use it. If you don't love it, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the drill. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. And as always, keep it real. Mwah!